Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. It's a usgamesinc.com product. Feel free to take that information. Feel free to freeze frame if you need to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. It's also illustrated by Jesse Reish. My old box here is a little bit crumbled up. Jesse Reish is right under the cards. And there's a Hay House website. It's a Hay House product. Somewhere down there in the bottom it says hayhouse.com. If you need to freeze frame to get that, feel free to go ahead and do that. Of course, of course. All right, what do we have for Pisces? Ooh. Am I going to be jealous of this? I mean, I'm a Pisces, but it's one of those things where, like, am I included? Do I get this too? Because, you know, it's a general read. It doesn't always, well, in my life anyway. You feel like you know what you're talking about. Where's that going? What are we talking about? You feel like you know what you're talking about. This sounds fun. All right. Does that mean you do or don't? Just because you feel like it. You have to hear everything again. And then the Ace of Cups. There's something, yeah, no. You don't have full scope about what's coming forward. It's like you think you know what you're talking about, and the thing is you're not wrong, but you don't have full scope yet. More. There's much more coming in. Much, much more. That's what I'm getting from this card. So, as a Pisces myself, because I was like, what are we saying with that? What do you mean? Like, what are we saying with that? It's not, I don't think it's bad, but they're saying you have no idea how much you're about to get. You're going to get a lot of good things. I feel like it's all good because the Ace of Cups is backing it up. And I'm seeing a really good outcome, just not to spoil it, not that this is really spoiling it, but you got the Ten of Cups coming forward with the creativity. Whatever it is you're looking at, it's going to bring you a lot of joy. You got a lot of passion, a lot of good energy on your side. You're making long-term choices. For a lot of you, you might have already started strengthening your skill set. So that can go a lot of different ways. Maybe it could be literally practicing a talent every day a little bit. Or for some Pisces, it might be reading certain books and doing that self-help thing, moving yourself forward in who knows what arena. I'm a big Paul McKenna fan. You could be doing stuff like that. And, you know, really strengthening yourself to get ready for the next phase. It's going to serve you. Whatever you're doing, it's like, yes, great, keep doing that. It's going to serve you a lot more than you realize. Blocks are moving out of the way. What is that? That is like the Five of Coins, which in this deck is so different. It's supposed to be like the Five of Coins is feeling left on the outside, and it's kind of like you see the coins falling behind the hand, kind of like not getting what you want. But I feel like somebody's offering you something is what really is going on. There's a let go of control, and somebody is offering you something. I don't think you're expecting it. I really don't, because I'm getting like literally, this is one of my block cards. What is this? The Eight of Swords. It's one of my block cards. It's one of the ones I look at as a block, but it's kind of like a self-imposed block usually, or something where once you see things in the proper light, the restrictions walk away or move away. And ironically, somebody else feels blocked. And because they feel blocked, they want to get out of your way. It's kind of like, I can't do this anymore. I don't think I can do any more with it. For some reason, that triggers them to get out of your way. It seems like an obscure reference, but if you're wondering why the blocks are moving, I feel like that's what's going on. Like, somebody feels like they can't do this anymore. They can't, like, whatever it is they're doing to cause a problem, it's like, it's almost like if you have differences in your own family where people just butt heads with you, they're starting to realize that butting heads with you is making the situation worse. It's kind of like when you have somebody in your family where you can identify them as a good person, but you just feel differently about major things, and it causes a rift. It causes distance. It causes disconnect. This is somebody like that is realizing that you're a good person, and they need to stop centering on what you don't match on and start realizing, I need good people around me. Pisces is a good person. We need to put those things aside so we can stand strong with what really matters. Things are getting better here. Things are getting a lot better. I feel like one thing with Pisces, and I'm saying this as a Pisces, we know why we feel the way we feel. Other people might not, because we don't usually share that, in my opinion. And I'm saying that both of my parents were Pisces. So I'm just saying, myself, my parents, I think that's the only ones that were blood related to me. But there's other Pisces too I've encountered. We're very secretive people, especially if something is really sensitive to us. I feel like we keep it to ourselves. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong, of course. But that's been my experience. Like, we can be a very mysterious, sometimes good, sometimes not so good, mysterious book. So they don't understand you, but I feel like they don't have a reference to understanding. Like, there's not been a lot of conversations. The strength coming up is like part of this movement forward. Part of it is explaining what you feel and where you stand, and giving a little bit more information. Because I almost feel like, as a Pisces myself, I'm going to go there, you tell just so much, but when you feel like the waters start to get a little rough, you're like, that's enough. That's all they need to know. I'm not going to set myself up here. They don't really want to hear it anyway. Let's just put it to the side. So it's almost like I feel like I give some information, or I give enough information, or they know what I'm about. Maybe not as much as you think. They still see you as a mystery, is what I'm getting. Because on the other side, I'm seeing they're looking at you with this, like, I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand what you think, Pisces. I don't understand why you do what you do. But I know you're a good person, so I feel like I need to know more. They're going to want to talk with you more. This is a part of what's moving forward. There's more coming in here. What are these talks going to be like? Pentacle, 10 of Pentacles, and the 7, which is the Chariot, the way I read. Strengthening. They want to bond with you stronger. I feel like this is somebody who doesn't feel the same way about the world that you do. This could be like a difference, like in political theory. Maybe you're part of one system and they're a part of a different, or stuff like that. Stuff like that. But they want to understand. They want to align themselves with good people. And I feel like it's a very evolved attitude to go, you know what, I don't get along with that person because of ideologies, but I do respect that person. I feel like what they're telling me is honest. I feel like what they say they're going to do is going to happen. I do feel like they're a quality person. I might not I agree with their ideals, but I do believe in them as a quality person. And I feel like this is how this is coming together, like somebody who doesn't feel the same way about you about life. But they're looking at you like, no, you're quality. You're high quality, and I know you are quality. I feel like this might be somebody who maybe previously was more like, Pisces, you should come my way. You should do things my way. I can help you live your life correctly. Maybe that was a past influence. That seems to have dropped away, because they realize at this point, they should be realizing anyway, that just creates a bigger wedge. You're not about to do things their way. You feel the way you feel. And they're starting to realize there's reasons you feel the way you feel. They just don't know those reasons. 7 is a strong family card, in my opinion, because the Chariot sometimes talks about Cancer. Cancer, in my opinion, is a very strong family card, very strong family sign, very strong family feel. So this is somebody who, like, they don't want you around just for the time being. They want to understand you better and, like, try to create some type of stable relationship. Maybe this isn't somebody you can hang out with every day, or maybe even every week, but once or twice a month is what they're hoping for. And they want you around because you're good energy, you're good people. They see you literally as good people. People with contrast, but good people. And they're willing to move forward. They're willing to give on this. They're willing to bend over a little bit. I don't know if bend over backwards. I don't know. You know, they're willing to put out, oh my God, I could just not get a good, you know, they'll meet you halfway. That's how they'll meet you halfway. They will meet you halfway. They're trying to change this. This is what the situation already is. For them, it is already the 10 of Swords, whatever this is, whoever this is. Could be how they relate to you. Could be what's going on around you and them that you're a part of. Something here is failing, and it's failing miserably. They're thinking with your help, they can turn this 10 of Swords into this 10 of Wands. The difference between these two cards is one of them actually has a positive outcome. The trials and stresses are very similar. Some might argue the same, depending on what you're going through. But the 10 of Wands leads to success. All that ridiculousness, pain, and suffering leading to some success. The 10 of Swords, all that ridiculousness leading to just destruction and nothing. So they're trying to take something that's going nowhere and create something that's worth it. They will literally sort it out with you. They'll be more giving with it. I feel like I keep giving bad analogies with that. I don't know what's that about. Maybe it's purposeful because they really feel like the situation is failing, miserably failing, and they really think that you're the key to turning it around. They think you're the key to that. A lot more communication, a lot more stability, a lot of strength behind their word. They do understand if they expect you to actually uphold your side, you will be honest. But if they lie, that changes everything. And they're not. I don't feel them wanting to lie, but I feel like it's kind of like holding back truths as a version of a lie. Like, you know, not telling all the truth, holding some of it back because you know how it's going to affect somebody. That's still a lie. That's how I view it anyway, personally. You know what I mean? If you hold back some information knowing exactly what it's going to do, or you hold back information knowing it's going to affect somebody, either way, that's a lie. To me, that's a version of a lie. And I feel like they're looking at it that way too. It seems very similar. That's how they're like, well, if I hold things back and the Pisces finds out later, I'm going to lose, that respectable connection with Pisces. I have to be upfront and as transparent as I possibly can be. I got to tell them things that I'm not even sure they're going to want to know, but they need to know just in case it comes up later. Things are coming in. There's a lot coming in. Creativity keeps coming in on your side too. I think this is a piece of what's coming forward. This is a piece of it. There's a lot more before, this is done. But this is the first piece. If we can strengthen this piece, the next piece is even better. The better we do with this one, the more you get with the one after it, if that makes sense. I think we're there. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.